Kenseth with the Fresh from Florida camera.
With these radial tires.
Rick Talladega just gave up a spot to Eric Almirola. Now Ryan Newman, Kurt Busch shuffling to the inside of the one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult in that outside lane, though. As fast as these cars are going around this track now, it's going to make going around the outside, which is just a little bit longer way around, more difficult.
It's always been difficult, but we have seen moves from the outside. I remember Tony Stewart passed Jimmy Johnson to win here just a few years ago. It's very difficult, but it can be done.
Now, Rusty Wallace was talking about Matt Kenseth and Jimmy Johnson in practice the other day. I was watching them Saturday. They had some fun with it, and they've been having some fun with it. And certainly these two will be among the favorites through the course.
On the exit of the corner, when you have a car that's tight in the center, the looseness will come from that tightness because you have so much wheel in it, you're powering up, and then that breaks the back end.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I had drivers that would tell me, hey, I'm getting loose, tighten it up, and I would tighten it up. It would actually make it worse. It would make it looser because of that fact you're saying. Have the wheels turn in the middle of the corner, and it just breaks the rear wheels loose. I saw him experimenting with that outside lane. Let's see if he can hold that thing on the outside and maybe get by Matt.
Pace car's off. Here we go.
Well, there's the answer.
I was waiting on it. It is just not the place to be. You can't get the grip out there that you need. Plus, again, you're taking a longer way around, and you can't get the drive off the corner that you can.
Continue to dominate the top two positions in this race through about a quarter of the distance. Just shy of that at this point. Up some of the ground lost in that last long run where his car's handling kind of faded and he went back a little bit. Matt Kenseth moving forward. He faded at the end of that long run. Now picking up some spots again.
Johnson, Kyle Busch, and Kenseth combined to lead all but 2 laps here in April. If they can do that, if one of these drivers is going to take that point, that's why they're racing each other so hard for. But I'm not sure that we're
They have nothing at the end.
Gotta save your stuff, Alan.
When trying to keep that position, and the more you try to press the issue, Kenseth looking to try to take the lead away from the 48.
Not that lap.
He has position on him, though. Clear.
So right now, Jimmy has led 50 laps more than Matt today. Matt will try and eat into that total here. Kenseth and Johnson.
I just like those cycles in practice there. I'm doing my best I can now. I just got to be easy on them. 10-4, man. I'll keep you updated here.
Way too loose, no rear grip. And then the further update was, when do we need to pit? He said about 45. That would have taken the math to about lap 320. So they're looking for debris on the track. There is some out there. A lot of crashes today. But so far, we're staying green, AB.
Yeah, not an uncommon thing that when you need the caution flag, the place.
I'd say that's another strategy play also.
Now, he's tired of getting caught on that side of having the old tires. He's going to make sure he has the freshest tires.
Matt said, I don't want to go back to 28 to do this, but I think I may want to come.
Pablo Montoya, free pass, back onto the lead lap. Championship contender Matt Kenseth back in traffic, but a lot of racing yet to go.
There, I said it. See, I knew testosterone could affect sex drive, but not energy or even my mood.
Jimmy Johnson trying to shut the door on Denny Hamlin.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Season Denny Hamlin's has, he has absolutely nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Trying to get after Kyle Busch.
Could create problems there. You force Kyle into that bad angle situation. He had no choice but to go up the track. A little contact.
He sprinting distance, but not up front leading laps like this.
Matt leading the most laps here today. Do that, but gosh, we haven't had but a couple of those today, and so that hasn't benefited him much.
Longest green flag stretch today, 69 laps. We've had a lot of them that have been 8, 12, 3 laps between yellows. 111 laps of caution in this one. Surprisingly, with all of that, there's only 4 cars out of the race. David Reagan went out with an engine problem. Kyle Larson had an engine problem. Tony Raines and Reed Sorensen all out of the race. And all with reported problems. NASCAR Mobile 13 and unlimited talk, text, and data on the Sprint Network. Matt Kenseth, most laps led today. Up by some 44 laps in that category on his rival Jimmy Johnson at the moment. Get unlimited access to the NASCAR Mobile 13 app with the unlimited MyWay plan, guaranteed for life.
All right, come on, guys. I really need you here. Come on, let's get back in this thing. All right, just give me the bottom when you can. We're going to go back here and get them one at a time. Come on, guys, down there, too, here. We can get back in this thing. We're not out of it. Just a minor hiccup. Let's all stay focused. Let's have some fun like we talked about. Let's go put it to them. You guys are the best out there. Let's do it.
We'll break down their after